Why am I gay? Look at yourself being all specific. I'm gay. You're putting yourself in that box. Let's look in that box. That gayness that I am, is that okay? Is that normal? Is that good enough? Get rid of that box. Stop trying to control it all. It's like trying to say, universe, you keep the moon going around the earth and the earth going around the sun, and you make the flowers grow and the trees grow and everything is working fine, but you made a mistake with me. The universe didn't make any mistake. The universe has come into this place right here, right now, and you are who you are, and you can't do anything about it. So instead of resisting it, which by the way causes a lot of suffering if you try and stand up against and resist the entire universe, instead of resisting it, just go with the flow and accept it. Yeah, okay, well maybe I can accept it, but there's lots of people out there who don't accept it, and well, forget them. It doesn't matter what they think. It really doesn't. It sounds selfish, but the only thing that matters is you, how you feel. Because if you go around life trying to please everyone else, you will have a miserable life. And you won't really please anyone, because the only thing the world needs is people who have woken up to who they are and who love themselves. And when they love themselves, then the world can move to a better place. Truly. Okay, so what about if my family reject me? Well, you know what? If they reject you, they reject you. You are strong enough to stand on your own 2 feet. You really are. And the same with your friends. Get new friends if your friends reject you. Get out into the world, be yourself, do the things you want to do, and you will attract to you the people who are just right for you. Okay, what about kids? I think it's quite important to have kids, and I'm not sure how easy it's going to be for me to have kids. There are 7 billion or more people in this world. It's not really that important that you personally have kids. You could adopt, you could find a way to have them, or you could just spend your money that you would spend on kids on travelling or setting up your dream business, so all these things. You know, there's nice things about not having kids. Or you could have godchildren. There'll be lots of ways that you will have contact with children in your life anyway, so I wouldn't worry about that. And there's not a checklist of, if I have kids, then I can check that off. If I get a job, I can check that off. If I get a promotion, I can check that off, because then I can check off the thing that I'm going to earn enough money to leave to my kids in my will and leave them the house as well. So I've checked that off, and whoa, that was good. I had a successful life. I checked off everything I needed to check off. No. Life's not like that. The only measure of success is how joyful you are. How much you're following your bliss and following the adventure of your own life when you follow your bliss. It's so wonderful to let go of all those expectations and all those attachments and all those things that you think you need to do because society tells you, no, you don't need to do any of it. Okay, what about the purpose of being gay? What does it mean? Why do we have gay people in the world? Well, we don't need a purpose. Maybe life is just a game and it's just for the enjoyment. Who's to say there's purpose to any of it? Maybe the only purpose is that you enjoy yourself. But you could make up a story. The world is full of stories. We could say that our world has got a real imbalance and split between male and female energy. So the fact that there's gay people, it kind of unites these energies and it brings the earth into more harmonious balance. And there are some ancient spiritual traditions that do revere gay people and say that they're between worlds, and actually they are more spiritual and that they should be looked up to in some ways. So you could tell that story and it's a nice story, or you could just accept another reality that there's no meaning in any of it. This is just for fun. Just for fun. What about, I don't know, there's just something that doesn't feel quite right. What about seeing life as a buffet? Because I know it's hard if someone says to you, just enjoy life, and you're like, well, I'm not enjoying life, so how do I just enjoy life if I'm not enjoying it? But see it as a buffet full of hundreds of things to focus on, or eat if it was a buffet, but focus on. We often focus on the things that make us feel negative and that make us feel guilty or worried or fearful. But we don't have to. We can focus on all the nice things. Just take being gay. There are lots of things I could say about being gay that could be seen as negative. Or I could say, okay, me personally, what do I like about being gay? Well, first thing is I love my partner. I love Adam. He is an amazing person. And I would not wave a magic wand and turn him into a girl, because I love him as he is. And I really love the fact that I get on with girls so much. I've got so many really good girl friends who are so special to me, and I love them dearly. And maybe being gay has helped me relate to them more. I love the fact that from an early age I just didn't really fit in, which at first seemed like it was a challenge and it seemed like it was a difficult thing, but now it's made me realise how it's made it much easier for me to feel free from society's conventions, and I can just detach so much more easily from trying to fit into a stereotype. Oh, there's many things I love. I love being creative and sensitive, and I love me. I love me, and that's the key. That's the key, to love yourself and love everything about you, including being gay. But then you have to go deeper, because being gay is just a tiny aspect of your personality, a tiny aspect of your identity. Who really are we? Well, you go down to a tiny level, we're atoms, and atoms are made up of vibrations, and really we're just energy. But there's something behind that. There's consciousness. There is awareness. So really we are just consciousness experiencing itself in this world which is just made up of vibrations. So it's like a holographic universe. And it's great. It really is like being in a virtual reality game. It's wonderful. There's nothing to stress about. All those things that I'm worried about, it's just people saying that you need to be worried about that and that that's important, but from my perspective I don't have to subscribe to any of that. I can just enjoy my life. So if, like me, you are gay, great, that's wonderful, that's fabulous. There's many good things about it. Focus on them and celebrate it and accept it. But then go deeper, because you're not just gay. You are infinite and boundless, and you're a man who loves men or a woman who loves women, but it's the love that's important. That love is who you really are, and the rest is all just like a disguise. Isn't that great? So just enjoy life. It's just a game.